Hello, my friends. Welcome in. It's the end of year 4 and maybe year 5. I'm not sure. You know, if we keep losing managers, it would be really short episodes if we just had 2 managers or something like that. So let's hop forward and see what happens. I do need to give a shout out to a brand new patron on the channel. Thank you for your support. It means a ton. Josh Payne. Welcome to the patronage. If you don't know what that is, there's a link in the description below. There's many ways you can support the channel. You can just watch content and hit the like button. That's one way. You can financially support the channel with Patreon, which is where you chuck $1 or more in my direction every month. Or if you haven't bought FM20, there's a discount code that you can use where you get 10% off the game, which is a really good deal. I did a video on it, all that kind of stuff. Check it out in the description. But without further ado, my friends, let's go see if Pekka has gotten sacked. He's still with Scuffed and Bins. Okay. Signed a deal after we did the episode. Okay, but not in like November. So like, progress? What happened? 12th. I mean, they didn't go down. And they're currently 1 win away from not being in the relegation spots. In the playoffs, 5 points back. Man, just really struggling. Okay, let's look. Last season in 2016. So we're 13 games in. We're halfway through the season now. They were 5, 6, and 15 with a negative 22 goal differential. And now they are 2, 4, and 7 with a negative 9. So theoretically, that's an improvement. 2, 4, and 7 versus 5, 6, and 15. I mean, 4, 2. I mean, it's close. The negative 22 goal differential. I mean, you'd be negative 18 if you equal that. So progress, but not really progress. It's not the best. Not the best. I mean, the good news is he's still here. He's got a 21% win percentage. 14, 16, and 35 is not. It's not what you really want to see. Nope. Was there no cup or anything? I guess I was remembering somebody else that they had a cup. Okay, last season finished with 3 wins, probably to save his job and the club. Adam Ekstrom getting 4 goals in the last 3 games. Adam, how you doing? He's got 8 finishing, my friend. I don't know why I think that's funny. How's Adam's career going? He moved on a free, so he joined the club of his own volition. 8 starts, 8 subs, 4 goals, 655. When did he join? Okay, must have been before that. So maybe he signed a new deal or something like that. That's the only thing that I can think of. I was just looking to see, like, yeah, this guy came in, you know, banged him in at the end of the season. When did he come in? It must have been before November because he was scoring here. So before that, we had Fredrik Larsen still with the club, 55 a week. You know, oh, he's a legend now, surely. You know, he's doing all right. I don't know. Just like stuff like this kind of fascinates me. But man, if we don't have those 3 wins, then Pekka's probably gone from the game. He needs to make another run, my friends. Mateus is no longer with Nautico. Did he quit or, you know, get poached to go to ATP because they were getting relegated? They were expected to be dead last, remember, from the top division. Or did he get sacked? Milestones. Left of his own accord on the same day. Interesting. Okay. So I know, like, sometimes people go like, well, why do you keep doing this experiment? It's obviously, you know, a struggle. It's like, well, it's a struggle, right? Like, sometimes you have something interesting happen, right? Like, he's now with ATP, and someone in the comments is going to tell me who ATP is and if that's a good move or not. But Nautico did get relegated, which, again, we were kind of expecting. This season, just to look real quick, I didn't look on the last one. I'll go back. They're expected to finish 4th in the 2nd division. They were expected to finish last in the top division last season. This is the 2nd division. Please hold. They didn't finish. They finished, oh my, 18 points. I mean, they still, not really, it doesn't matter, right? Like the bottom 4 spots all go down. But they were 6 points away from not going down. So, I mean, you could argue with a negative 27 goal differential, that's about what you, like, it would be unfair, theoretically, if they somehow were able to get those 6 points back. They had problem scoring. Or no, they had a problem conceding. Like, second most goals conceded in the entire competition. You could argue both sides, really. 8, 11, and 19. So, I mean, okay, it makes sense. Now he's with ATP, who finished 14th on 45 points, and they are expected this season to finish 10th by like a distance, right, from down here. Ooh. Oh, no, that was last season. Where are they now? 15th. Even better. It's not ideal, lads. They're expecting you to be up here. Now, granted, it's still pretty close, right? 4 points from the expected finish, but I'm just curious. Okay, so he comes in and it looks like, wait, when did he move? I'm sorry. He came in almost a year ago. Right. Okay. Brazilian Paraná State Championship champions. That's like his favorite competition. That was this year. 31, 14, and 16. So he joined in July. I'm just kind of trying to figure, okay. Joined in July. Okay. They had a bad run. He joins after this game. After that game, I mean, okay. Okay, that's the... If you just look at the first division games. Let's just look at the first division games. Oh, hello. I love when it does that. Looking at the first division, he joins after this game. So beforehand, 2 wins, 3 draws. After, win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. None of that's playoffs. 10 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 draws. I mean, it's more games, but that's still, I mean, a massive improvement. And then this year, not great, not terrible, though, right? That's how I'm reading this is, 1, 2, 3 wins, 4 draws, and 5 losses. Really came in and had the new manager bounce, though. Here is especially wrapping up the season, finished very well at the end of the season. So can they get another one of those going to kind of move up the table here a little bit? That's interesting. I should look at the stages. I know I'm bouncing all over the place. I apologize. First half. Okay, so the second half has not started. Or has it? It has not started yet. So I got some work to do, but it doesn't look like they're, they're 2 points off 17th. So I was gonna say, it doesn't look like they're at risk of getting relegated. They definitely need to make some improvements, but okay, so he comes in July of 19th of last year. So they have spent some money. Got a player on loan from FC College, player from Germany. He's Brazilian, but hello, 6.75 million down here. Only 65K going out. 4.5 million is quite the signing. Mentals and physicals. I mean, he's a center back. I was thinking the technical's not great, but technicals for a center back pretty. So shoring up the defense. Okay, so 20 starts on a 6.83. I mean, it's AI, right? And then last season he comes in. Didn't bring anybody from the previous club, right? And then, okay, this is prior to him coming in. So after this, so not a whole lot. I mean, did some good business with loaning out some players for income for the club. That's good. And then this season loaning out more players. So we'll have to see. The January signing, 4.5 million. Another one here for 1.9 rising. So they spent some good money. They just need to, maybe they're still meshing. What do you think? All right, still with Vanlos. And again, going back to my comment, I know some people are like, the AI doesn't move the managers around. Well, the last time I saw that in an experiment was FM18. So I wanted to see if FM19 is any different. I'll do it again at FM20 to see if it's any different. So we'll have to see as the game progresses. But I still think this is interesting, right? Like we've had Mateus move and Pekka survive, and apparently Jakub has survived. He signed a new deal just a month ago. Good for a 1-year extension. 60 a week, Continental A. Yeah, plays a 4-2-3-1. This looks pretty decent. That doesn't look great. They were expected to finish 9th, if I remember correctly. I don't have the spreadsheet pulled up. Right. Currently find themselves. Oh, that's the pre. Whoop. Oh no! I clicked the button. Boys and girls. Okay, preliminary group phase. Oh, just barely missed out. 5 points. 5 points. So ended up in the relegation stage, and it did not go as well as it normally does. They have slipped. They were up here, right? Like he was finishing up here. Now they're kind of making a bit of a drop there. That makes you nervous, doesn't it? Yeah, it makes me nervous. Let's look at the season preview. This season, where are they? They're definitely expected to be in that bottom half, right? And it looks to be a distance between, right, 16-1 odds up here, and they are 39-1. So even to get the 13th, which would be top of the relegation group, would be okay for them. Go watch my old series if you want to see the difference, hopefully, in my presentation style today versus many years ago. BK Frem on the channel. You would think, right? Like, okay, 37% when 52, 31, 55. I think that's skewed a little bit because of, boy, they're not buying anybody. I think that's skewed a little bit because you play the worst teams in the relegation. So you have a good chunk of your season is playing the worst teams. Hopefully that builds up your win percentage, but it doesn't really do anything for your career, which is kind of unfortunate. So they're not buying anybody, and they've let some guys go on freeze. I mean, to be fair, right? Like, aside from a double 8th place finish here, okay, that's at the same level. So apparently the groups change size is what it looks like, because 12th looks to be on the graph about the same as 8th. But, they have been, of recent history, in the division below, bounced up, bouncing back down, bounced up. So the fact that he's keeping them up is positive. We'll have to see what they do this year. I would hope that a very ambitious manager would be like, I got a Continental A. He's decent. I mean, maybe he wants to be a manager. I mean, like, even being an assistant manager wouldn't be terrible if it would get him out of the second division, right? So what do you think is going to happen there? Is he just going to stick it out? Spaceman Extreme is still with Piast. He's still on 2.2K a week. He signed a new deal in December. Why did they do that? 13, 15, 10, 10, 8 looks pretty good. Continental Pro. Again, I can't remember if that's an improvement or not. Let's go find out. Won the league. Won the league, my friends. And I think I'll look this up while we're doing this. Somebody said that it was ironic that they got relegated here, I guess, before he came in, because Piast actually had yes. Wait, where is it? Mike I'm sorry, Mike. I always butcher your name, and you've told me, but it's not something that happens every episode, so I always butcher it. He said they were relegated in 18-19 in the experiment, when in real life they won the league. Quite the change of fortunes there, my friends. Full Mentors are getting that one slightly wrong. But they've come back. They've come back under the leadership of Spaceman Extreme to win the league. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Now, did they buy their way to the league? Did they? Again, no total. I do not understand. They spent 650, 140. That's 790. 970. They spent over €1 million. Who's did he? Nobody from because somebody else pointed out that he grabbed a player from LKS. Yep, and I completely whiffed on that. But they did sell a player back, so maybe it was a swap. Oh, they may have actually swapped. I guess I would say swap, right? Or whatever the appropriate phrase is. I'm just curious about this guy. Okay, 23, youngster, can dribble, first touch, crossing's decent. Pretty agile, acceleration, pace is decent. Oh, I like that signing. I like it a lot, lads. Came in last season, 2 goals and assists on a 6.73. Not great. This is a summer signing. How'd this guy do? Did he even play? 29 starts, a goal, 3 assists, 4 players of the match on a 7.16 for a left back, my friends. And now he's listed. Oh, harshness. Maybe it's the director of football. Maybe it's not Spaceman. I don't know. I just think that stuff is fascinating. But yeah, 55% win ratio, 52, 17, 24, won the league. What else do you want, my friends? What else do you... I mean, that's just epic. Now, this season, top of the league. Okay, only 4 teams have played. Let's see how close it was. 5 points clear. Bossed it, my friends. I like it. And then this year, expected 4th. So can they outperform the season, overcome the odds? I mean, it looks like pretty, quote, safe from like a manager standpoint, right? Like now, if he like drastically underperformed, maybe they might sack him. But from that standpoint, overall, looking pretty good. Got a 2-year deal. Way to go, Spaceman. Yes, this is an actual. Oh wait. Oh, this is an actual reaction because I clicked and saw he had a club. That's all I saw. Assistant manager with Hong Kong FC. Oh, did they get relegated? They got relegated. No. Wait, it's not even on here. What? Are they about to get relegated? No. I'm very confused. The season is over. They're not getting relegated, but he has a job. He's contract. He's just not getting paid. It's an amateur contract. He's with an amateur club. Uh-oh. We know what that means, right? But he's wanted. Who's he wanted by? I can't see who these clubs are. Eastern Southern District in Fuli. Eastern, Fuli, Southern District. Is he going to make a comeback? Is he going to make a comeback? Come on, boys. Come on. He joined in August. Okay, so he joined like in preseason. And then they didn't do very well. I mean, obviously, it took some time for him they were using this to develop the squad chemistry. And then, they did a good little run here in the league. This is the weirdest schedule. I might have to do a save in FM20 in Hong Kong because this is bizarre to me. It's like, I get this as a cup, but it's like, hell yeah, and then we're going to have 2 league games in March. That's it. What? Why is it spread out? Is it something to do with like the seasons? Like, is that the rainy season? I don't know. Didn't finish strong, you could argue. But he has no long or short-term plans. He's studying for a Continental Pro. Can he get picked up? Like, even getting picked up by Southern, right? No, let's just go because they won the league. They don't have a manager. Eastern doesn't have a manager. Fuli doesn't have a manager. That's excellent. Okay, hold on. Previous manager left. Where'd he go? Just left. That's not what I was wanting to see. I was hoping it was going to be like left and got picked up by an Australian team, or something. This one. Left. Where'd he go? Nowhere. Shoot. Fuli. Manager. So is Hong Kong the place where you just never escape? You just can't go find another gig. Is that what it is? But the fact that he does have a job, he's studying for a license, and he is wanted by 3 clubs gives me a little bit of hope. What about you? Unfortunately, Andrew Clooney, not as lucky. I think Andrew will probably disappear going into year 5. Here's Chris. Hasn't improved. Is going to retire in Canada at some point. Derek Henson has moved to Siena. Has a Continental Pro 2-star reputation, 4.6K. When did this happen? It just happened. So did he get sacked? Let's find out. Sacked at Ternana. Now, they were not expected to do well. So I wonder if they got relegated. Yep. Ooh, 16th, though. Maybe that's why. Maybe that is why. Right? It's one thing to not be expected to do well. But is that the playoff spots? That's this season. Last season. Where is... What? Oh, they got... I'm so confused. Why can't I not find this? The whole Series C/A/B was throwing me off. Okay. Oh. So did they... It must have been like a playoff? Let's go find out. Because they were ahead of 17th. Why did they go down? Did they play that other team? They did. Oh, right. So you're in the relegation playoff and you lose 2-1 on aggregate and you go down instead of your... Now, to be fair, your opposition had 1 less point than you, so it was still pretty close. But they weren't expected to do that well. That is still surprising to me. So instead... Oh, so they went down despite that was March. That was March. You got sacked here. And then they had a little bit of a resurgence. Yeah, they hadn't won many games, so I guess that makes sense. But either way, so he gets a couple months off, relaxes for a good bit. Changed the preferred formation from 4-4-2 to 4-2-3-1 wide. Gets hired on at Siena, who are on Series C/A. Kind of starting over. Is that? I mean, I guess he took them to B, and then they're going down. So starting over, but same division as Ternana would be in. But they have been, I mean, look at this. Quite the run in Serie A, and then it looks like some sort of, I'd guess, financial difficulties to go all the way down to, maybe they went bankrupt, right? Relegated, down to Serie D, and then back up. But now it looks like they're sliding a bit. They're sliding a bit, my friends. And the season preview says expected to finish 5th. So that could be good because it means you get a good squad, but theoretically, or it could be bad because they expect you to finish 5th, and then you can finish down here and get relegated. And if they go to 18th or lower, I think they disappear because I don't think it goes down to Serie D. Right. That is interesting. He just got signed, so he's not signed any players. Make sure. Yep. No players coming in, nobody out just yet. He's just getting to learn the squad. Derek. Looks a good manager, though, right? Even if this doesn't work out, I would think he would continue on because, like, looks a good manager. Surely he can get them up, right? What do you think? All right, my friends. Some unexpected twists and turns in this one. I think I'm most excited about Locke. Just to see where he goes. I'm not going to go into the 5th season because we actually had some stuff, and I was kind of fearful that I was going to open this up and all of a sudden we were going to have like 2 managers left, right? So Pekka survives, Mateus moves, Jakub survives, Spaceman wins the league, Locke gets a job, and Derek gets sacked but finds another role. So I'm curious what you think is going to happen in the next episode, my friends. Hit that like button. I do appreciate all the comments and the community here. It's going great. Again, as a reminder, you can check out Patreon or the Discord or all the other stuff, like the discount code for buying FM20 in the link below. Have a good one.